Brent Venables made a mistake. So this has been not a theme, but a talking point of Texas fans. You ran Dillon Gabriel out of town. You chose Dillon Gabriel over Jackson Arnold. The reason was you told your fan base, you told college football, that Jackson Arnold had a higher ceiling than Dillon Gabriel. I'd like to ask where that ceiling is. Does it exist? Right now, I don't see a ceiling. You know why? Because it's collapsed in on your damn team. That's how bad they have been, guys. They have not been good. He has not been good. 61.4% completion percentage in his career, 11 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I had the argument multiple times with Oklahoma fans, this guy's a turnover machine. It is really hard to change that. I really think that's a gene people with quarterback play. When they turn the ball over, that's really hard to get rid of. See Brett Favre, see Jameis Winston, see guys like that. When that is baked into the cake of a human being, you can't change it. And this guy's not going to be able to change it. He's bad at reading defenses. For whatever reason, he either can't read defenses or his eyes are just all over the place and he doesn't understand what he's looking at. I don't know what the case is. That first interception he threw versus Tennessee into triple coverage made no sense. I don't know where he was going with the football. Just in general, I have not been impressed with him since the Arizona game. Do I think he has great arm talent? Yes. Do I think he's got a pretty big arm, honestly? Yes. Does that make you a good quarterback or capable of playing the position at an elite level, especially at a school like Oklahoma? Absolutely not. That is why when I hear Elite 11, he won Elite 11. Who gives a shit? That is in shorts. You're not getting hit. All it shows is arm talent. It doesn't show your knowledge or understanding to be able to play the game. Clearly, he does not have that right now. We'll see if he ever has that. And I said, this just speeds up Brent Venables' clock. All he did was put the clock and put it back on himself. That's all he did here, guys. If Dillon Gabriel was still here, there would have been a built-in floor for this team, and they probably would have been at worst 8-4. At worst, 8-4 to 9-3, 10-2 is what I think they probably want with Dillon Gabriel. And I don't even really like Dillon Gabriel. I think he's highly overrated, but he's definitely better than Jackson Arnold. Now what you've done is you've inserted Jackson Arnold. It has not worked out. Now you're going to be throwing freshman Michael Hawkins right into the mix. And we'll see what happens, because if he doesn't play well, then you're stuck. You're done. And this team's probably 6-6 or 7-5 or 5-7. And if that happens, guys, next year's make it or break it for Brent Venables. And you have the exact same schedule. The only difference is you flip. If you played at home this year versus this team, you play on the road. If you played on the road, you play at home. He made a mistake, guys. He really did. I never understood the decision. Just pay Jackson Arnold more and tell him to wait another year. That's what they should have done. And could it have been Jeff Lebby leaves, so Dillon Gabriel leaves? Absolutely. And if that is the reason, then fine. I am wrong. But if that's not the reason, like let's say that was 80% of the reason, there was still a 20% outside shot and they just didn't sit down and convince him to stay at Oklahoma, shame on you. Shame on you, because you just betrayed your fan base here. You betrayed what you could have been this year. Instead, you put in Jackson Arnold because you said, oh, he's a 5-star. He's got a higher ceiling. We're not going to be able to keep him. He'll probably transfer if he doesn't sit. Working out for Texas, guys. It's working out for Texas. Arch Manning's sitting. We're going to be set up for next year. What are you guys going to be set up for next year? Hell, what are you going to be set up for this year? So to all those Oklahoma fans, thank you. Because, by the way, on the SEC show, I'm going to dive deep into them because they were just dumb with some of the stuff they had to say. I'll leave it at that.